Hi everyone! Happy New Year! Good morning and good evening in other parts of the world. Annyeong! Annyeong! So, it's your 2021 so far. I hope you had an amazing time with your family and friends. So, today I'm doing my vlog differently. So, I decided to change it up a little bit. And I'm also very excited to invite some guests to be here with me today. So before I invite them on the screen, let me tell you a little bit about them. So these two are actually my cousins. Um, I've we grew up together. I've known them for a very long time. We did all sorts of stuff together when we were kids. And at first, we just thought of like just catching up. And then later, we just decided to, why not do like a short question and answer portion? Right, so let's get started.
Do you want to know?
Sige na, show your faces. Hello! Where's lagi?
Hello!
Hi, imuhang audio. Unsa pa?
Hi to my enemies. What is wrong?
So, I don't want this to feel like an interview because it sounds very formal. So, siguro marag chit-chat lang. Like, it's like we're hanging out, marabag narata sa house and we're just chatting. So, today, we'll be talking about moving on, letting go, and emotional healing. I just wanna flaunt my earring. Before we start. Okay, ikaw lang.
Me too. Me too.
Ikaw lang na dangling.
Hindi mag-ano na
So, let's dive right into the question and answer. Char. Okay. So,
Miss Universe
first,
Dani.
dili oy. For ta mo diretso sa mga questions, pag deep breathing ka mo because I'm not gonna go easy on you. Si Dayday, Juma, pagdali na hoy.
Day!
Dugra mo? Really
Gana.
siya.
Yes, we can hear you but it's
Ayan na daw kaya
putol-putol.
butang iog video.
Everything's new. New job, new place. Stuck for almost a year. From 2 weeks vacation to almost a year of vacation.
My New Year is lanay. Palihi og palanay. But so far, I am
palihi?
realizing things for the first 3 days ng 2021. I'm realizing things. I'm thinking things thoroughly, especially sa work and life. So, mga next moves and what I'm gonna do this year para maabot ang goal. So, that's what I'm thinking and it's tiring.
That's good. That's good.
So far.
I think it's because this COVID situation, Murag, it's changing a lot in our lives. Kay Murag, daghan kay tag na-realize, so many realizations. Most people in 2020, Murag, they've been really reflective. Kay, there's nothing else to do when you're stuck at home. Nara ka sa balay, mapahuna-huna na nakag, okay. So,
really don't have a choice.
And so, it's nice to hear na you're doing well. Alright, so ready na mo sa ato ang actual questions. That was just introductory.
I will try my best.
Okay.
I'll try my best.
Chunata, what's the best way? I think that worked for you. Okay, let's not talk my marg in general. Pero what worked for you na to get over somebody or to get over a heartbreak?
Okay, si Dayday
Sugot
una.
ni Ajuma ang expert sa getting over.
So, let yourself feel the pain and then cry it out. And when you're done with all the crying, travel. It's not the easiest way. Moving on is really hard. It's a long process. But at least when you travel and when you socialize, it diverts your attention. So, yeah, travel, feel the pain until medyo malimot-limot na ka.
At
Lose
once as
yourself
well.
for months. So, yeah.
Oh. Sana all
Okay.
talaga may budget.
Come back.
Me pod, it's one of the things that I did. Also layas. Layas is really the term. Wala dyan ko na lang yun. I didn't even mention where I'm going. Nobody knew what I am going through. Nobody knew where I am heading.
Oh,
So even myself that time, I was like, okay, the first bus na dadaan, whatever direction, yun yung unang sasakyan ko.
Wow,
So,
it's so
uh,
dramatic.
sometimes,
oh, I witnessed that of
dramatic eh ko.
you.
Actually, I went to Dayday that time. Kay, ang una na naglabay na bus, the first bus na nilabay is going to Dipolog. So, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna ride the bus going to Dipolog. Where I'm going. So, I said, okay, I'm gonna go to Pulawan. I'm gonna go ride the barko, and then okay, where I'm heading. So pag abot sa ticket booth na ay biyahe going to Dumaguete. So I went to Dumaguete and texted Daddy, oh, Dayday, I'm here. So I think it's also one of the things, maybe liberating yourself uh from what you've been through, and also since wala mo ko'y budget. Wala ko'y budget.
Makapareha ni Dayday.
Hindi naman lahat, Dayday. So also I'll be serious. Also I think it's about also thinking about yourself. It's for me, that worked for me, that this was the best thing na na-try na ako, na worked for me. It's like putting your attention to yourself more on and focusing bitaw on making yourself happy, um, prioritizing yourself first, and focus on improving yourself. So I think it's a diversion for me. So
When you're in a relationship, it's like you're focusing too much on the relationship or like on other
yes.
people. It's really hard to move on, and but it gets easier with time, I guess. And
Mm-mm.
although distraction works, it's sort of like temporary. So when you go back to the reality, parang pain is waiting for you. Hello, I'm still here.
He's
I guess
waving.
it's part of, it's part of the process. You have to feel the pain, which Dai Dai mentioned earlier. Because
Mm-mm.
pain needs attention. So it needs to be acknowledged first.
Mm-mm. And sometimes also talking to someone that you do not know, talking about what you're going through on strangers sometimes helps. Because
True.
like for me, I'm not really an open book to everyone. I don't like sharing to ate, to mama, what I'm going through, or even to my friends. They're like, they can really sense that something is off with me, pero I don't have the guts siguro to tell them now what's wrong with me. So for me, talking to strangers about what I'm going through is a, is a
Oh,
big
okay.
help. Oo.
So
Sa
si
mga
Dai Dai
dili siguro
nag-agree
kay
I
siya.
open.
So
agree.
you
I
did
did
that
that.
as well?
Oo.
I did
So
that.
like, okay, give me an example. Like talking to strangers, like you just approach somebody, like
No. No.
or what?
No.
I've never tried that.
Maybe just like for example, in the barco. So it's like, oh,
In the
okay.
barco.
In the barco, yeah, I have
Okay.
a lot of
That's
stranger talks at
interesting.
barco. So at the barco, so I'm like, can I sit here, kaya magcha-charge din ako, sa ganon. Oh, where are you from? Ganon. So, that was like
Mm-hmm.
the, opening remarks na, oh, where are you from? Oh, where are you heading? Ganon. So, talaga? So, something ganon, oh, what are you going to do there? Tapos, yun na, sisingit. I'm gonna, lay low for a bit and maybe find myself, charots. Tapos, yun na, mag-open up ka na. Kasi, strangers don't judge you, so you don't feel like, ganon.
Correct.
Correct? So
You
it
want to say
helps.
something, Guy?
So what agree. Talking to strangers like acquaintance lang, and then you say hi, hello, and then you do a bit of chit chats, and then eventually you go to life experiences, and then without really having an intention to share. But since you are under that moving on, situation, open up raka, and then he or she will also open up. So it feels so much better to open up, even if the person doesn't really know you at all. Because
Mm-hmm.
yeah, dili ka kadungog o kanang lain nga judgment. I mean, dili kay ka ma-hurt even if mo judge sa
Yes.
gamay, because you know
Oh,
the person,
exactly.
and the next day, hello, magkita pa bata or whatever. So that's fine. So yeah, it's good.
Wala kay reservations. Ganon. Pag mag-share
Okay,
with
that's
stranger.
really interesting. I've learned something from you guys today. I never knew about that because I never
Oh,
thought of like just
That's true.
venting out everything to somebody I
oo.
don't know. It takes a lot of courage to do that as well because not everybody is comfortable doing that like me.
Oo,
So
sa
it feels
stranger.
awkward, I guess, pero I understand the part with the no judgment, no reservations. Let's move on to the next question. What's your take on giving second chances? Dun! I'm not sure if you've done that, pero Daida, you're so guilty of this, so you answer it first.
Marupok ka. Marupok.
Everybody deserves a second chance. So, God could give you a lot of chance, someone another chance. Who knows? Basan better na siya sa second time. Maybe the love, ano sila, love is better the second time around. Um,
Okay.
but but they're wrong actually. Didn't happen to me.
It didn't happen to you. Okay, so elaborate.
Everything will never be the same, Joy. Second chance, dili na gani siya didyo. Lahi na siya. How much more ang third time?
It doesn't work for everybody.
Okay, so, siguro for me, it depends on, siguro the person and you yourself. Kay, for example, if the relationship is very, very toxic in the first place and that's why you left, maybe dili gid na gid siya healthy to get back.
Yeah.
And especially if the person is toxic. So I guess it really depends on you because sometimes, di ba, they say na second chances doesn't mean the person is deserving of that second chance, but it is um, on the person na giving the chance na nagtuo pa ka sa iyaha or something,
Mm-hmm.
nisalig pa ka sa iyaha,
Yes.
but really if it's really toxic and it's not doing you anything good, maybe second chances won't work. Miski pag may sila second chances is sweeter the next the
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
second
that's true.
chances
I
is
mean, there's
sweeter.
a reason why your ex is called an ex, right?
Oo, diba? So
So
siguro
the
it
depends. So it doesn't
Mm-mm.
apply to everybody. And of course,
Mm-mm.
pag toxic na, just think about why the reason
oo.
why you broke up in the first place.
Oo. Kasi sometimes nostalgia is very sometimes nostalgia is an enemy because you'll feel lonely or you'll feel na so
Mm-hmm.
magiging marupok ka, day-day, di ba? Magiging
Yeah.
marupok ka.
And then you you are
then you'll
tempted to get
eventually,
back. You're tempted to
oo,
get back with your
ganon.
ex. Especially, it's hard
Oo.
na to just remove that someone from all, from everything.
Mm-mm.
Especially if you've been together for a very long time. So,
Mm-mm.
halos in every aspect of your life, kuyog nimo ang person. So, it's
Oo.
like, there's a single thing in the house na
On
makikita
that will
that
remind you
reminds
of
you of
him.
him. That's
Oh,
true.
sir.
So, it's not that
Oh.
easy.
Even if kanang nostalgia, be careful about nostalgia kay even if you'll feel lonely, you'll feel empty, syempre you still have to think twice, thrice, and a lot of times if that
Yeah,
person or the situation deserves second chance. Ganun.
yeah.
Like, go
I
to
gave a
Tagaytay.
chance thinking that we could heal our broken hearts and continue with the engagement. But unfortunately,
Engage na
yeah,
ka. Hello? Bakit
Eh,
hindi?
you learn
yeah,
your
yeah.
lessons and
Oo.
You can't
And
push if
you
they,
turn
yeah,
out to be very, very strong, independent
agree.
woman.
but at that
Fierce.
time, this is what I want to know. So, but at that time, Dai, na you gave that person a second chance.
Mm.
What were you thinking? Like, what was going on with you? Like, what made you do that? Nga nung,
Nawala na pud ko.
oh,
Well, because for the second time, nagkuan na siya, he was talking about the future. He was talking, we've been looking at houses, a couple of houses in different cities, so within the state. And then we talked about how many kids you're gonna have. And then he didn't really promise, but he said he will work out on being more open and being, updating me from time to time, because of course LDR man me.
mm-mm.
So what we only have is trust. So in order to, in order to build a better foundation with a trust thing, you have to be open. You have to update your partner, not every single time, pero every now and then. Like, yeah, I'll just go to koan. I'll be back later. I'll talk to you later. That's fine. Bisan pa unyang gabi pa kamo chika na ko. But, you know, so he asked for a second chance, and I said, yes, why not? And then he went to see me personally, like, nag-meet na jud me. So that was a very big yes for me, although dili jud ako ang iyang intention, but
Aw.
he took all those kanang, he's never been alone in the Philippines, but he went on his way alone looking for me sa Manila. Nagpa-drop ra siya area, he didn't even know where to go, like sa green belt. So
Oh,
and
very
he's
specific.
very reserved. Reserved kay siya nga person. So dili kay siya kanang sige pangutana and stuff. Hilumon na jud kay to si siya. So yeah, I know. I was very, na-touch ko. I was impressed. And then he asked for a second chance. It was very exciting. The first time is like boom, 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 Jude. So, yes, oy, yes, so balik
Sa
ta.
boom 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 Iba yun naiisip ko sa boom boom boom.
Hoy, nako, Shara, jud imong nakita, bitaw, like,
Mm.
everyone disappeared. Everything disappeared the first time you saw each other. Like, as in, and then, kaya bitang raise imong isa ka leg, like Cinderella thing, or Disney, tinuod jud siya. But yeah, I gave
So
a
it's like the
second chance,
grand gestures impressed you.
actually. But yeah,
Efforts is kuan.
Pero in the
Mas
end,
mabigat.
it still didn't work.
in the end, it ended.
That's a good way to put that. In the end, it ended.
Ah, diba
It's a
nga?
sad and painful realization, di ba? Na,
Mm.
so for some people, it worked because siguro if they see the changes in their partners, or maybe it has to be a long-term change in behavior, not just for this period of time.
For almost, stayed with me for almost a month. So
Mhm.
that was a very big step nga. Siya lang alone ni travel. And like your experience nga, nag-away mo while traveling, like Naabot mi sa naglabayan ay may butang sa airport.
Kaya ba yan? Ay, butang sa
Uy,
airport.
mga artistahin lagi kaya oh my
Artista,
na ako
syempre,
mga
uy, ganahan ka mag-ing-ana, magdrama-drama kay English biya. So, artista.
Nani dyan na siya. Lami kay pwede makig-away no. Tapos mo English na din
English.
ka. Mas social, magod. Mas feeling mo ang pag-away pag mag-English ka.
Sabay-labay, butang.
I am open to the thought of second chances. Ganun.
How can you tell that you've officially moved on? What are like signs, or maybe in your experience, nga ingon jud ka, I'm free.
Ikaw,
Kinsay naka-move on ug una?
Si Day.
Okay, sige Day. Take it away.
Can't say that I've like fully moved on. I cannot say Jude. The thing is, I'm still hurting.
Okay, wait lang. Are we still
Every
talking about the same guy?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Since
A long time ago.
question number 1.
Okay, sige, go.
Oh, see, this is how you can tell if you fully moved on or not. You still talk, it still hurts you, it still bothers you. Or just those times tearing you from the inside. Like, sakit gihapon siya. It was, I guess because I did really love the person, like, deeply. Bisag, and didn't have a lot of memories to, I mean, we did have yeah, siguro kay dulot jud kayo siya, and I was really expecting him to be the last and thinking we were supposed to be engaged.
Well, I agree because moving on is really a process. So parang hindi mo naman masasabi na okay, I've already moved on kasi I'm feeling happy now, I'm feeling okay now. Me, I'm still moving on for me is still a work in progress because guys, my situation is very, very, very complicated. Like, yeah, it's very hard, John. So, I won't say because it's really, really hard. Then you would say, "Now, okay, you're gonna move on," but then you're still tied to someone, and then, you know for yourself that he also is, trying really hard, maybe to go on with his life. I really, I would say maybe to some because I've heard a lot of my friends sharing with me na they have moved on. Maybe what I saw sa ilaha is maybe they had peace of mind already. They are at peace with themselves and they're really doing great with their life and their career. So I think it's one of the signs na you've already moved on since more dili nakatied to your past. So I think
I
inana
agree.
siya. And it's really a long, maybe to some, it's a very short, very short process, but also to some, it may take years to do so.
Depends on the depth of the relationship, like how close you
Oo.
are. There's no time pressure for that. Take all the time you need. Kasi I don't think there's a shortcut for that because you have to go through the process
The
completely
stages. Oo.
and really
Yes.
to the end.
That I actually messaged the guy.
That is so you.
Hoy, sino yung message mo?
I mean,
Hoy!
I was actually just messaging him to ask kay na remember ako siya, so I just asked like how are you doing, things like that. I don't know because the last message they sent him I think I don't know years back or something. I was the one that asked for another chance. So, second chance, ako na pod ang nangayo another chance because I was the one who broke up with him. And then he dumped me. How dare. But yeah. So yeah, I think I was maybe one thing is me, marupok, whatever. Why am I
Itayo mo naman
confessing?
yung
I
bandera
guess
ng
when
mga
you're,
babae.
I think it's usually like that, Tay. Like when you're in a vulnerable spot, like especially
Mm-mm.
when you feel lonely, when you're sad, that's when all your memories come back. And then you just start to, mag-send na kag message, or sometimes you just call the person. And I
Wait, I
guess
don't
that's
call.
totally
Oh
normal.
my god, I won't call him ever. I would message him.
Okay,
I
but
think for me,
it's the same thing, like calling or messaging,
yeah,
but you're
whatever.
still like reaching
You
out to
still
him.
contacted him, so it's the same.
Yeah,
You know
I think
what?
because I still have a lot of questions for him. Because he turned me
Oh,
down after. I do have a lot of questions because he told me a lot of things. And I believe all of those. So why would you turn me down? But anyway, yeah, whatever he did.
yeah.
So
Maybe he
oh my
has
god, why did I
reasons.
message him?
Boy, malay ko sa'yo, marupok ka talaga.
We let her go
Oh,
through
at
that.
least
Kasi
Tanijud siya.
sooner or later, you'll just realize na, oh gosh, this person is not even worth my
Yeah. And I
time
still
anymore.
stalk the
But you'll
sisters
get
You'll
or
just
there
laugh
whatever.
at all
eventually.
the things that you've done. Like messaging him, makatawa na lang ka, ba't ang rupok ko? Ganun.
But how about ikaw, yeah, like your experience? Does it work if you cut all your, like connection
Connections.
with that person or communication?
Yes,
Like,
it
will that
does
help?
really work. For me, yes, it helps you mentally and emotionally. You will not have the time to entertain those feelings na, okay, why do I feel this way? I feel so sad. I feel so empty. I don't know what to do. So, why I cut off myself on social media. I was gone on social media for almost 2 years because it did help me. People were just messaging me on my personal number and emails if they want to talk to me or if they're sending something about work. So it helps cutting connections, communication to that person. Siguro lang for me, kay I need time for myself. I need time to think. It's so cliche or parang it's not you, it's me. It's like, it's me. Di ba? Mga artistahin lagi me, para dili jud ka ma-tempt to inana, para hindi ka maging marupok day-day. Charot.
I actually did the same thing. But here I am again.
No, it's
Reset na
fine.
lang
It's
siya.
totally because they say that
Oo.
process, it's not linear,
Oo.
Sometimes you take one step forward, you take two steps backward. Balik na pud
Backward.
ka. And then you're back to
And then
square
Siyempre.
3 steps.
one, you're back again. And then
3 steps
another
backward ang
cycle.
kailangan.
Ikaw 3 steps, 5 steps backward, but it's okay.
Oo. Siyempre, because I'm really proud to Dayday. Because after all that she's been through, I'm like, okay, maybe those were the obstacles that she needs to go through para mainana siya karon. Kasi, hey, aminin mo dahil, hindi ka ganyan, magiging ganyan talaga yun. Wala ka na nga mga realizations if wala to ni mo na agian, di ba? Oo.
Okay, again, specifically, after the relationship ended, I went to socialize and, to date right away, thinking na dating someone else would let me faster,
Distract you.
but very, very wrong.
Okay.
Very
Oh,
wrong.
it is very wrong.
So like you
Lucky for
need the
me.
rebound thing. Now you know
Oo.
that you're
Yeah.
still into the
Oo.
you still love the other guy, but then you just, wanna distract
Mm-mm.
yourself.
So
So
Yes.
girls and boys did not do that. Okay, it's not healthy for you also.
tell na nato nga, you both have not officially moved on yet. So, kaway-kaway sa mga wala pa naka-move on.
Pero
I
it's
hope I
okay.
hope he would not be able to stumble on this video on the internet.
Oh, don't worry. I will
It's
tag
fine.
him.
He's
We
still friends
will.
with Kim Kim on Instagram, and I don't know what else.
Well, I'm
Me
not friends with
too.
him. And, well, if he checks my YouTube channel, so
Oh,
please
so be
like
it.
and
And he will
subscribe.
know. I would be so
And hit the
embarrassed.
bell button.
Okay, I
Uh-oh.
think the next question is somehow related to the other previous question. So, Marag, it's basically what helped you heal. So, I guess you mentioned, the ways that helped you go
Travel.
through
Uh-oh.
the emotional healing. But if you want to
Mm-mm.
add more, then feel free.
Siguro, making new friends. It did really help. Making new friends and doing stuff that you've never done before.
Mm-hmm.
Like for myself, I've done or I've explored things that, like for example, camping.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like normal people do. Socializing more and putting all my time to work. Nagiging, oo.
So, like,
Ah,
getting
siguro,
busy.
distraction is, or diversion is sometimes toxic and poisonous. Pero, it did help. Like, just thinking about work, work, house, work, house, work, house. I even forget I have sisters and brothers. Peace! Mother
Okay,
naman!
day.
Sana naman.
Well, since I've talked about what helped me, I'd rather talk about what didn't help me.
Okay, sure.
So yeah, just sharing. Do not, like as in, do not ever listen to your parents. Sorry, ma.
Ma, wala ako dyan.
Okay,
So,
so can you tell us
Ate
more
Helen,
about
wala ako
that?
dyan.
Because it's very
yeah.
vague na marag,
So
don't listen to your parents.
no,
What was the advice
mama
exactly that did not
is
work for you?
mama is very aware of what was happening between me and that guy. And I think is I kind of listened to her after that, which didn't really help at all. Instead,
Ellen.
so instead, what happened is I kind of felt degraded. I felt like, what was I doing? Why did I listen to my mom? It didn't help me because you
Pero
know that.
siguro,
She
those
knows that
advices,
I told her.
di naman siguro wag makinig sa mama. Pero, do not listen to those
That part.
kind of advices. You listen to your mama because mama knows best.
Yeah, I think in general you listen to
Sometimes,
your
but you know
parents.
my
But
mom.
I guess when it
Okay.
comes to
That's for me.
relationships,
Something
that's for
that
you
did
to
not help
figure
me.
out.
Oo.
And that's you do
Siguro,
you. Parang, whatever
oh.
feels right for you. Kasi they're not in your shoes. Like your mom, she
Mm-mm.
knows
And
the
your mom,
situation from her perspective, but not on your
oo.
perspective.
And your mom also is just looking out for you. So,
I know.
That's also a
white
different
eyes.
story. But now that you've learned that it doesn't work for you, so it means the next time you're not gonna do it again. So, marag,
Mm.
whatever, kung dili ni mo feel, so don't do it. It's just
You,
like,
you always
The
have the
things I did.
choice.
yeah, you have the choice. And usually, you listen to your instinct. Para sa ako, no,
Mm.
it works. Like, if the universe is
Your
trying to
gut
send you a
feelings.
message na dili, 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 you have to know how to
Yeah,
listen.
now I know that.
Okay,
Law of
universe will
attraction.
talk to you in so many different
Mhm.
languages. Universe has a lot of language. You just have to listen.
You're a generous lover. Because I know
Ah.
that for a fact
Oh,
na
siguro
ano
kay
jud kay ka,
ang love
giving kay ka.
siguro kay ang love language ni Dayday God is giving,
Mhm.
effort, service, acts of service. Ana magud iyahang koan.
But I can
So,
relate to it, you
Yeah,
know.
because
But
there are different kinds of love affirmation. That's for me.
oh, oh,
okay, well,
oh.
that's, imo hapud na. And only thing is that sometimes when you give too much,
Too much.
there's like nothing left of you
You lose
anymore.
too much.
So when the
Ganun.
person decides to leave, or when you end things between you, parang you also lose a part of yourself. Or most of the time you lose yourself completely. Like that also happened to me a long time ago. So when that
Oo.
person decided to like end things between us, after I felt like I was so lost. Like I
Mm.
did not know what to do. Like where do I go from here? I don't know how to start over. Both parties. Dili lang ikaw. It has to be 50-50.
I'm also guilty man po to that. Pero it's a long time ago na din. So, yung love language ko, acts of service and then
Uh-huh.
giving.
I think that they're probably, they need to work hard to gain somebody's love. Some people I know,
Exactly.
like,
Kay, kay
okay, go
siguro,
ahead.
they're not really affirmed by their special someone na
Mm-hmm.
o ganun. So they're para sa ako self before I always do things na siguro kani so he would stay na kay dili
That's
ka
true.
confident, you're not
Mm-hmm.
confident na you're gonna last or he's not gonna go crazy
Yeah.
ganun.
So you just do everything for that person to
Mm.
stay, and then whatever he's willing to give you, you just settle, with
Mm.
whatever. Unsay kaya niyang ihatag. Sige, okay ra. Bahalag dili
Ah,
kayo 100% imong ihatag, okay ra basta you stay with me.
oo. True will do.
Okay. So what's the most important lesson you've learned after a breakup, or, in general na lang sa relationship?
Well, siguro for me, I realized that life won't stop there. Even if nag-break up, kuan mo, murag, a part of you is lost or a part of you is gone. Siguro it's not too late to start over and it's not the end. You can still push through your life. You can still go on with your life. It's just parang it's just something, it's just a chapter. It's just like reading a book na. It's just a chapter that you need to read or to experience para makakita ka sa beautiful ang end, sa beautiful na ending. So that kay if you won't go through that chapter, siguro dili sad kami ingon ana, dili it won't things won't turn out the way you wanted para sa imong self. And sometimes heartbreaks and endings dili siya mo result nga kanang murag mo nagid ka ni mo nagid ni siya. So sometimes things will turn out your way, things will turn out good for yourself. So nana, it's not like the end of the world, ana lang.
Tie-dye.
Okay. For me, I guess it's one of the things that I've learned is not giving too much of whatever, because I didn't get the exact reason as to why he turned me down. I have a lot of questions, but you have to keep moving forward. You don't have to wait for him to answer that. Like, there's no way that he's gonna answer that if dili na kanya feel like, hello, why should I explain myself? So
Yeah, that's
yeah,
true.
even
Like
if you don't get
waiting.
the answer, then just
Mhm.
move forward.
Yeah, if you just wait for the answers, it's just gonna hold you back.
Mm-mm.
So,
And also the best way to clear the water na muddy is to leave it alone, 'di ba?
Yeah.
So ganun.
So I'm leaving him alone.
I move on
I
with your life. 6-year-old, and I know for myself na I still have a lot to learn. I still have to go through so many chapters and stages in life. Pero at least, diba, at this age, I'm realizing those things na,
Yeah.
oh, this I should do, this I should not. So, children,
Told you this before, di ba, na, if you just go with the flow and maybe not really look for it, and I guess love will just eventually
mm-mm,
find you. So,
mm-mm. That's what I told her too. Di ba, mag-self-love ka,
we always
day. Because
tell her that.
self-love, alas yung ko, day. Self-love is life-changing. Tanawa na nga, bland na ta.
Mao jud, natawa na Billie Eilish na ka.
Yeah, diba? You keep moving forward and keep being beautiful.
I mean, not give something that you do not have.
Yes, you cannot really love other person if you don't love yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Oo. And use
Correct.
this time since you need rest. Eventually, everything that's meant for you will always be for you, man. So just keep on nourishing yourself.
Being disappointed, getting
Mm.
heartbroken, they're all learning moments. So, but the most important thing is you only keep the lessons,
Oh,
but not the mistakes. Because for most people, they keep the lessons, but they keep making the same mistakes over and over again. So,
Yes, I
oh.
did that.
only keep the
I think
lessons.
I did that a lot of times. Guilty kayo po. And the thing is, I didn't get to the point of realizing things until wala jud ko napukpok, wala jud ko
Yeah.
nasakitan kaayo. So I think that was wala to siya. That
Mga
was
mga
like, this
breaking
is
point.
it.
What advice would you give to your future self?
Good job. Good job. You've survived for another 5 years. And siguro the life advice or dili advice, but siguro ako masulti sa akong self is thank you for surviving and continue doing everything that you're doing. Continue thriving and do not ever do the same mistakes that you've done. And siguro do not also forget to slow down because sometimes you need that time to slow down para dili ka madagma and to not do things na you will regret in the future. So,
Hilak,
you
uy.
are crying?
Samaning.
Wala.
No, you
Siguro
should not
hilap
cry.
patulgon na ako may sleeping time.
Ay, oh,
Tira, off na ako today. It's just my body clock. Katulgon na pag inani nga time. But anyway, so to my future self, you go girl. Kaya rin gyapon na nimo. So even if you make dapa again, tindog again, and try listening to your mom just a little bit. Oh, maha, gibawi na ako. Gibawi na. Try listening to your mom just a little bit. Stand up. It doesn't end.
Just go on, and as long as you're happy, Dai, that's good. You're good.
Choose to be happy. Then law of attraction. Sometimes as human beings, but you don't. You just try to be positive. That's the only way you could get the whatever you want in your life and the person that you want for you.
That's it for today's episode. Thank you guys for being here. I really enjoyed our chat. And I learned
And I
so much
hope
from you
we
both.
also did share lessons.
No,
Sige.
hold on. I just would like to say thank you. Asan mo?
Sige, go.
Yeah, I just would like to say thank you to Annie's Garden. I just received the package today and I'm very amazed. Guys, try ganin ninyo. Annie's Garden.
What is that product? Asa na?
It's
For those Are those plants that are hanging sa imong likod? What's that? Oh, dried na
These are like,
flowers.
Asa na ba kaon na?
yeah, dried
Flowers.
no, dried fruits and stuff. It's
Dried fruits.
yeah. So it's a detox. So
Oh, okay. So,
it's
asa ang
very
store? Lubos-lubusin mo na yung pagpo-promote.
So thank you so much.
Sponsors
And
as
yeah, I really
well.
appreciate it. It comes with a nice pocket. So yeah. That's all, folks. Thank you.
Okay. Bye. It's evening man din ha. So it's morning here.
That's okay. It's
Yes,
10:44
I have to eat my
PM.
dinner.
Okay. Enjoy.
Bye.
And keep moving on, guys.
Yes, of course. Attract the
Annyeong.
good.
Annyeong.
Do like and subscribe.
Okay.
Do like and subscribe.
Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.